Hey guys, it's Arcade, and today I'm back with another walkthrough video. So today I'm gonna show you how I made the song Get On Up by Joe's and Peckboard Nerds. It was for a remix competition. You can still vote on Splice. So if you have Splice, just check out the link in the description and vote for my song. And you can also download the stem files of this song. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Now I'm gonna show you part of the song, and then I'm gonna show you how I made it, all the sounds I used and stuff like that.
Can you feel it? Get on up. Can you feel it? Get on up. Oh, can you feel it? Get on up. 'Cause your body really needs it. Oh, can you feel it? Get on up. Can you feel it? Get on up. Can you feel it? Get on up. 'Cause your body really needs it.
Okay, so hopefully you get the feel for the song, and now I'm gonna show you how I made it and what sounds it consists of. So in the beginning of the song we have this vocal,
Can you feel it?
and that's how we start off the song. And at the end it actually says you can feel it.
You can feel it.
So that was just kind of a little thing I put there. So once we started the song, we start with the drums. So we have a kick and a clap. Nothing special about that. No effects on the kick. I think I boosted the high frequencies on the clap just a little bit. And then we have this impact. And most importantly, we have this piano. So this piano is pretty important in the whole song. It goes through the whole breakdown and also in the second breakdown. So the piano is from Nexus, but you can pretty much use any piano because I put a lot of effects on it to make it sound like it sounds. So this is how it sounds without the effects. Like, it has a lot of mid frequencies and it's just kind of dull, and I wanted something more fresh. So the effects on the piano, first we deleted all the low frequencies and also lowered the around 2000. And why I did that I don't know. I just kind of go by my ears and see what works and what doesn't. And then I put sound goodies on it to make it a little bit fuller. And then I put another EQ and I boosted the high frequencies, lowered a little bit here, boosted the high frequencies, and another EQ where I also just boosted the high frequencies. And I usually just create new EQ for each change, because sometimes when you want to boost high frequencies in here, you're gonna move this and it's gonna affect the other ones as well. So I just kind of create a new one to make sure it sounds alright. Then we have the filter on the piano, which is here. It goes from low pass filter. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did for the piano. So yeah, you definitely want to delete the low frequencies in there, because it's like too much with them. So that's for the piano. In the second part of the intro, I added the hi-hats. And for the transition to the breakdown, we have this vocal and these sweeps and the snare. And I also put a bunch of reverb on the sweeps, like a lot, so they don't just cut off, like, but they kind of become a down sweep as well. Even though I put down sweeps here as well. So it just kind of makes the transition a little bit more smooth. So at the beginning of the breakdown, we got the impacts. Actually 4 impacts. It's like a sub kick. Another one. And these 2. And we also got the piano. For the chords of the piano, in the intro I just repeated these 2 chords. And now in the breakdown, the whole thing repeats. This is how they look. What I usually do is I put the middle note of the chord octave up, because before it was like this. And it's like the notes are too low, so I put one in the middle, octave up, and it becomes pretty good. So yeah, that's the piano. Nothing too crazy.
Can you feel it?
Of course, the vocal plays a big role in this song. It would be pretty repetitive if the vocal wasn't there.
Can you feel it? Get on up. Can you feel it? Body really needs it. Can you feel it?
So in the breakdown, we just repeat the piano. And in the end of this part, I just changed it like this.
Body really needs it. Can you feel it?
And another sweeps for the transition. And now in the second part of the breakdown, I added the bass. The bass is from Massive. I think it's from Vandalism sound packs. Some future house or deep house or whatever. And for the effects, we got the LFO tool, which is for design tuning. Nothing interesting there. And we got this EQ, which does almost nothing. Yeah, that's the bass. Pretty simple. Really nice sound. Following the notes of the chords, of the piano chords. So apart from the bass, we added the claps. Really nice effect there. And just a simple clap. But then we got this reverse clap with a bunch of reverb on it. So it creates a nice effect. So as you can see, just a few sounds here, but together they work kind of great.
Can you feel it? Get on up. Can you feel it? Get on up. Can you feel it? Get on up. 'Cause your body really needs.
For the vocals, by the way, I mostly kept them like they were, but added this EQ because the vocal was like too harsh on the ears.
Can you feel it? Feel it? Oh, can you feel it? 'Cause your body really needs.
Yeah, if you were listening to the song too loud, it was kind of harsh, so that's what I did there. And in the breakdown, so I added the claps, the bass, and then I added the hi-hats. So, you know, so the breakdown keeps evolving, so I just adding more sounds. So it doesn't just repeat itself. Now, really simple transition between the breakdown and the build-up. Again, just a sweep and the impacts here. And introduce the bass from the drop. So the good thing is the bass from the drop is kind of similar to the piano. So it's not like a crazy change suddenly. So that's that. This sound consists of 3 sounds. We get the bass from Massive. For the effects, I got the LFO tool again, which is sign chaining. You can do this with Grossbeat as well, if you want. Then we deleted the low frequencies because these 3 sounds, they are not really the bass. They might be the bass, but not the sub bass. So for the sub bass, I got this sound. So I deleted all the low frequencies in these 3 and boosted the high frequencies. Then we got this click sound from Nexus. And yeah, it's from Deep House. It's like a click sound and another click sound actually from Massive, which I showed you before. You just create new preset and create white noise and change the decay and level. So it's like this. So you might think like that's a weird sound, but it kind of adds that little pluck sound. So that's for the build up. As far as the build-up sounds go, I used the sounds from the remix. So I got this vocalizer. This white noise. And this up filter. And then these snares. And right before the drop, we got this vocal. And then the drop comes. And again, for the drop, we got the impacts. We introduced the drums, of course, and the bass. So that's pretty much what you should do in the drop. So for the bass, we got the same bass as we had in the breakdown, but it's a bit louder, I think. Where am I? Okay. So the sounds from the build-up stay, but we add the sub bass to them. And we are left with this. So these 3 are the same. And then we got the bass here, the sub bass. And for the sub bass, it's the same effects I showed you before. For the notes, I guess just simple stuff. Some of them start on E4 and these ones are on E5. So you can sometimes have the variety in the octaves. So yeah, pretty simple drop, just a drum and a kick. The sounds, and actually there are some interesting sounds here. Some ambience just to add something to fill the blank space there. So we got some crash in some of these. It's also from the remix competition, the ambient sounds. And at the end of the first part of the drop, we got the reverse clap. And then in the second part of the drop, like the whole drop, we got this pause where there is no kick for a second. And I added the hi-hats again, and also added these strings, this violin. Just playing one note of the whole song, and you might not even notice it, but it's there. Just another sound, just kind of filling the space. And here's a little effect with the bass. So first it was like this, and then it's like this glide. Yeah, just to mix things up. Then we get back to the breakdown. No changes there, just a little bit, I guess the vocal is a bit different here. Yeah, there is not the "Can you feel it" vocal. So that's all the difference. And we also repeat the build up. And the drop again, but for this drop in the second part, I changed the violins. Actually added a new sound there. From silent. I think it's from the factory presets, not sure. Really minor change. And then for the outro of the song, I kind of kept going with the drop idea, but changed the bass to the piano. So as you can hear, also using this up filter, and really like this idea of just using the piano. So it's kind of like the piano from the breakdown, but now it's playing with the bass and the drums. sounds stay the same, just the bass. Just the sub bass though. And the hi-hats. And then we remove the hi-hats. And there is a high-pass filter on the piano, so it kind of fades away.
You can feel it.
Yeah, and that's the song. So that's how I made it, the sounds I used. This wasn't really a tutorial, but hopefully you got something out of it. If you like this song, full version is in the description. You can go check it out, and if you leave a like, I get a higher chance of winning the remix contest. And you can also download the stem files of this song if you wanna mess around with the sounds and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you for watching, and go check it out.